away. But a recently strong form Complexity stands in front of them. Grim, he will begin with the headshot, needs the reload, desperate for help. But Fang still just 2 steps behind. A smoke that goes in front of sight, and Fang tries to connect here, but the bomb's in the bomb site, and they're not going to be able to stop it unless they swarm. It decides not to follow through. Hauserk's up in Donut. He somehow gets between them. Taco turns his back, and now he needs to just body bag a couple more, but that's not going to happen. They see that bomb, and they pounce. And Complexity, they've smoked it off. It belongs to them.
Yeah, and this smoke, they've got another smoke as well, so Dumao can wait this out if he wants to. If he goes all the way around, it might be even worse. But now he's going to have to wait a full 30 seconds. That re-smoke comes in. Nothing feels worse than that. Kind of waiting for this map to come through, you know, if this is going to go 1-1, because what's going to make this really exciting is I think neither team wants to be here. We don't have impressive wins, really. 00Nation won their last 2, but versus teams that are not of this caliber, it's absolutely possible. It's a massive opportunity, you know, for Brazil to get a 2nd spot at the Rio Major.
Oof. He's trying his damnedest, but he just can't hit those headshots. And not only a 2nd team that maybe could get through, but, you know, I think that if you ask some of the Brazilian fans, there's much more than 2 teams that they need to see in Rio. Imperial's still within the mix. 00Nation with the legendary names. And then there's all the up-and-comers. You know, Furia felt like the surefire one. I still don't know how Hauserk managed to get between Taco and his 2 teammates in Donut, but it was a critical play to win this pistol.
Yeah, he's slipperier than wet brisket, that Hauserk. Little American Hauserk.
Covered in motor oil and mustache wax.
Delicious. Yeah, on the other hand, it's Complexity's palms that will be sweating. They could have 2-0. They probably should have. And now, it's not entirely up to them.
Little flash pop. Nicely done here. Fang helps out Grim. Makes the 2K easy. Oof, my God. I feel bad for the observer. We've got pistol headshots back and forth. 3 kills just alternating like that, and his bullets just whiz by. Latto tries to slide with the Deeg in front of 2. He at least connects the first one. Taco onto the Famas, but it's the Tech 9, and it's the movement into the corner to chop off that first. He's got a little cover. He's done a little damage, but he's just hanging on by a thread. He tries to bait out those shots from Hauserk, but it's ice cold from the Norwegian, and a 2-0 start. Complexity.
Oh, it must feel silly to have to crab walk like that. Hauserk says, "Come to me." And he walks forward, crouching. It's the exact right play. Taco needs to cross out, and the bomb is planted for Donut. So Hauserk, he figures that out in an instant, has lots of time, doesn't freak out in that situation, and makes sure to lock it in. A good effort in the clutch, but it's just effort. 2-0 start here for Complexity.
Blinded. Yikes.
Ooh, Dumao took no damage. They didn't throw their 2nd volley, and the HE first one was, you know, spaced a little bit deep, so a good amount of mid control here. Already snuck through.
Uh-oh. That's not a good feeling here for JT. He'll back up and grab the M4. Loses that front position, but seems to want to come back at it. With a new smoke on doorway, try will still be canceled out.
He gets to threaten here, just these back lanes.
Coldzera expecting that somebody walks in. They see each other, and JT slides back. This is the 3rd player for the CTs inching their way towards the B site. One of the big problems with some CT sides, Ancient, you lose track of flanks and people start slipping through the cracks. We'll see Fang have to do a very good job of maintaining Donut, A main, eyes on mid if they want to lean 3B.
Yeah, Complexity not playing this round incredibly confidently, and they know they need space, but they don't seem to be sure about where they want to grab it. JT gets a key frag, however, with his upgraded gun. That takes the edge off a little bit. They can play more standard positions and expect better result, but look at Dumao making space.
Yeah, this one kind of given to him.
Yeah, Fang will have no idea. He's even in jeopardy of actually, you know, getting cleared.
He's got to be on high alert. Molly on the side that Fang could have used to try and contend with the bomb site, but at least for complexity, they catch that kill in middle. So man advantage their way. Few seconds to spare as bomb is planted. Deep CT control coming out of Dumao. And all that complexity have to offer us is a retake in from Donut. Taco's pressed close, empty-handed as he falls to Floppy. But they won't know where that second T has gotten off to. They're cautious and thinking about it, but both of those players in Taco and coldzera with no kills. It's a bit of a spray from Dumao, but only two. If only each Taco and Cold could have brought somebody with him, then Dumao highly likely. And in this case, it's complexity's third.
Yeah, they needed Floppy man of the round there with the 3 frags on the retake. Not a huge amount of confidence in these CT setups, honestly. And with the way that 00Nation play, very happy to try to walk out. They do this across all maps and use these lurks. Can be very good for Ancient to try to score a couple of T rounds. So we'll see. I want to see how comfortable that Complexity are playing Cave, how comfortable they are pushing down Banana, how often. We're using this new Furious smoke to peek over into Banana with Fang's help, not get shot in the back.
Brimming with confidence. Ooh, they've got a T isolated here on ramp, whether they know it or not.
That's an amazing grenade right there on coldzera.
Latto gonna have to do something on his own.
Yeah, the CTs have gaps that they don't seem to be totally aware of. Ooh. And Grim dies.
That's a bit of a lifeline. Look how open that B site is. Obviously, Latto doesn't know it, but he could have just walked in. Now Floppy's back at ramp, and if Floppy wants to take a position close on door, again, Latto, he's just been sat there and waiting, and patience is critical in round number 4. That's how they get this double man advantage. Taco keeping the mid push honest. There is still Fang, though, coming down the ramp.
And they're still slow to B, and the bomb is still outside of B as well. They're just giving the CTs ways to answer back.
Attacking over and over. Halzer going to try to clear corner. He's the only person for complexity to put up a fight down here, barring that nade that landed on Cold.
Going A is obviously the best thing to do in this situation. They've just caused so much of a ruckus over on B that, like, yes, of course the CTs are going to come, so they've avoided this problem. So yeah, not the prettiest CS both ways, and that's why this map should be very scrappy. I think in the most entertaining way possible. But Latto gets so much value out of simply being patient. Pressed up into that outpost on Banana. CTs will have to think for a second about how this next round goes.
At least enables the exit. Little sleight of hand as they try to walk this one back up lane, but that's going to be their end try. Double kill. Ooh. Clean headshots to close this one out versus complexity and rack up some costs as well. Start chipping at the economy they built through those first 3.
Yeah, so we can already see what the kind of issue is with the gaps. Just they've pushed both sides, whether it's through mid and cave or through Banana, but not simultaneously. Left this open. Also, it looks like Fang wasn't exactly clear about when that smoke would come up.
Man, money's actually gone. Those saves were important. Dumao.
Oh, timing.
Had just waited a second. However, almost comes up with the second. Taco is there. He'll put an end to the A aggression. And the rest of the gang just silently hanging out. It's comparable to the last round, minus all of the smokes and the forward spots from complexity. Fang 5-7. Within that lethal range. But gets put down. Latto, clean headshot. That's going to quell the threat. However, Halzerk, he's not shying away from flanking around in A main. Grabs an M4. He's going to find the jump up. That's a sitter An easy one. And Latto could have been his next victim, but the headshot doesn't quite connect. And so
They go to
00Nation fixate in on B and floppy to be tested. I love that. Sees the grenade, runs in, and gets 2. Shot in the back, but now he's got the AK. And this is all floppy all day.
Oh, Try knows he's going to get some space as they try to get Hauser closer to the action. Isolates the 1v1 now.
Short right behind him. He gets back around the pillar.
Hauser can walk through, but he doesn't know it.
Oh, Try gets down. Oh! And with the AK of all things, Try is up there again.
Yeah.
8 and 3 at the start of this map. A 1v2 clutch to deny Floppy's heroics.
Known for his op, but already put together a few rifle highlights in this series. Very clean ones. Never freaks out, never even crouches for his multi-kills. This should have been it right there. You better believe if Try doesn't hit that first bullet, Floppy pulls back, and then that 2v1 becomes impossible.
Taco's turn. Ooh, but he's blind now. Whew. Fang will fall. Coldzera. Not gonna feast on that one. And the fallback's caught by Doomau, so everybody gets dropped in the end. Complexity from a 3-0 start from a 3-all game.
Yes, indeed. I think it's definitely not going to be one of those super snobby CT sides. You could already see it with how slowly 00Nation play. I think the hardest part about the CT pushing is just where to leave one person when you take over control, how to get that control, and like what gaps you have. And it's not clear exactly. Complexity are setting themselves up for success. We saw Floppy's best rounds over in B were inside of B.
JT's found that lineup. Try's going to be coming in 35 health. If he's ever allowed through this doorway. Complexity on the gun rounds and affinity for lane control, keeping them back, keeping them softened up as well, right? We were talking about the nades that have landed in there.
They're just waiting for Cole to use their utility, and they've already burned through everything except for 1 HE. And this is what I was talking about. After all your utility has been expelled, usually you have a little bit left, but it's most of your smokes. Where do you go? Do you stand in the open? Are you comfortable doing that? This bluff doesn't look like it'll be enough to get anyone to move from the A site. Full vision still on the other side of the map.
Easy one for Halzerk. Floppy seemingly just as simple. These players just walking into the crosshairs. Only Try's able to answer. Ooh, okay. I thought Grim's going to catch him off. But Try putting up a fight and then some. It is Complexity's 4th. That one just kind of wishy-washy.
Yeah, they didn't, like, even though Complexity ran out of nades and they got into their spots, there was nothing to dislodge them from those spots. They didn't ever attempt to actually re-aggress after the smokes like they did in the past. They got some kills doing that earlier, but when they didn't find that frag through the smoke, like coldzera spam, maybe they didn't feel comfortable. But going A was exactly what Complexity wanted. The whole time they were just making sure it wasn't B. So they were rewarded for that. So just as much as there was a weakness there, it wasn't exploited.
Seen good rifling from Try so far across Ancient. Well, now he's swinging the big green. There's no pressure on Hauser.
It's a better buy for Try, but not his friends.
Unfortunately for Cold. Down to the tech. They're not going to respect that smoke. They've been stuck behind it far too long. I saw a smoke up in the sky, and somehow Taco walks away as Try puts that op to good use. But Grim, well, his M4 is also sharp. and a headshot to try and keep some semblance of control in this situation. At the very least, the CTs, they're on the right side of the map. If they push in and take the kills, it'd be one thing. But Grim, he's going to be set up here. They feed him coldzera, and that is just simply a blood sacrifice. Bomb inbound to that A site, and Grim, he is just as fast. Going to try to sprint over and maybe cut off players before the bomb can even get there. Now he decides, seeing as he didn't get his opening, that he has to concede this. So try up lane with the double kill.
Crazy.
And somebody show me that taco smoke
That was
frag.
ridiculous. I mean, he was spraying like Scarface right there behind the smoke with the Galil. I think that was a little bit unlucky for Fang. 0 and 7 so far on the map. But the different pace change is nice for 00Nation. They almost never speed it up. And with that, the money diminished here for Colt. JT's going to be burning calories this map, trying to figure out how they can make the adjustments they need on the fly. So we stress on the mid-round calling and the adaptations. A very underplayed match, but these guys have never played each other on Ancient.
Look at this second one. Little micro adjustment to Halzerk. I thought he was on for the third, but Grim decided he had other ideas.
Yeah, Try is going crazy right now.
Hell of a time to come alive. And again, we kind of bring up that story of 9Z's success, back-to-back majors, at the hands of Try's elimination in the Antwerp qualifier. Nine Z, of course, the one loss of 00Nation so far here on the road to Rio. Try's not letting that happen twice. As far as he's concerned, this one is his. But Grim hangs on. M4 back. The top of Red Room. The pistol players sent out to try and gather something. JT puts down the smoke once they spot one another. So 00Nation have to hold at the 50-second mark. Bomb's walking up first and foremost. 25 seconds, so they have to go in, but look, I mean, we've got the M4 here. The M4 comes through smoke. It goes down to Try. They haven't dealt with the player on Pillar. If the Cave player had died here for 00Nation, then things get really wild. But they walk away from that fight. It's another one of those moments, and like having seen all three maps of this series, there's very fresh reminders to 00Nation fumbling the ball at those 20-second squeezes. This time, they don't do that. They get through.
Yeah, well, you know, they're not just wandering around the map spread out. They were waiting the whole time just to exec on the B, so as long as their nades landed, they were fully going to commit to the B site. And yeah, the pistols, no smokes to put anything out, no good guns to hold, so just trying to play it safe. We saw in like the first 2 or 3 rounds, they were trying to do the same thing over on B, but versus, you know, much more aggressive setups with a lot more utility in it. This one's a layup. And they'll take the lead on T side of Ancient in map 3 for qualification. Sitting low like Quesarado here.
Dumao trying to keep away from the flashes. He gets tucked in behind boxes real quick. Bless you. Now coldzera's up. It's been a quieter one from Cold.
No M4s.
Ah, that's the thing. Luckily, Try can use whatever the hell you put in his hands. Another hot start.
This will be interesting to watch. You know, Cole basically pushed every round. Now they don't have the utility to do it. So this is comfort zone for 00Nation. Question is, will they exec B again?
Yeah, dangerous game.
He hits that 1 out of 2 times, fun fact.
Yeah. Smoke grenade inside of cave, so that'll turn 00Nation for now. If they do head back to middle, there's still nobody in the red room. That's generally Grim's presence, but he's kind of more towards A, and it's Fang who has yet to find a kill on Ancient, while the rest of his team are all between 6 and 9.
Oh, that's a really late smoke. Again, out of utility entirely.
But the time, at least that's on their end.
Yeah.
Oh, hit in the face by a bottle. Fang, he takes to the other corner. Oh, 2 kills. Better late than never. He's through. coldzera down to 52. They're going to try to push this bomb out. Grim, will he take the chance to swing or wait for the reinforcements? And all in the retake. Here we go. But as you alluded to, no utility.
No kits either.
Christ. It's just guns up. The entire server, it is guns up. Who hits shot? Try and Taco first. Floppy and Grim right back. Floppy 3 health. Grim on 100. It's coldzera with the clutch. He's got to come through for them. And as he jumps back over, they're going to tap that bomb, but it's not going to make a difference. Grim, straight up duel and a straight up win.
Wow, and it comes close because of no kit, but he makes it happen. And they close that out with not one single piece of utility coming over onto the A site. That's some sweat off the brow. The rebuys will come in. Thanks 2K, his first 2 kills definitely nets him around here. His smoke as well to delay and force 00Nation to run through it. Every little bit mattered in those last few seconds. I didn't really appreciate 00Nation organizing towards A like that late into the round. It would have been nice to see that they had an idea to end there at some point, but you could see by the way they kind of grouped up outside of B, they were leaving an idea into a new one and didn't really have time to pull it off that safely. They were so close to drawing out every single piece of utility on the map, and in fact, if they hit B, there would have been nothing to stop them in terms of countering.
Good attempt. Grim knew he had to take that one deep as well. The diffuser is such little HP. A shoe-in double frag for coldzera if he could just best Grim. But Grim has been a whole other beast as of late. Tried, tagged, and dead. Halzerk wins the head-to-head op duel. That's suddenly going to convince 00Nation to just give this B site a little space. Let it breathe. Bomb slides out through the doorway. JT's getting curious down ramp. But he decides not to go all in on it just yet. Doesn't know what awaits him on the other side of that box. Dumao flash for middle. Taco gets out. More info known. Bank nade deep through smoke from red. So mid control very much that of 00Nation. Minute mark and still healthy utility both ends. Halzerk slides wide.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
Yeah, Dumao's giving away the shots as well, right? So, I mean, Halzerk knows exactly where to look.
There's a follow-up. Taco has a chance. Oh, he doesn't get that shot off, but okay, he's found a split down the middle. The thing is, with a player turning around, chance for the refrag here from the CT, and there's just no space left now. It was actually cool for a second. They have info on the CT who was here.
Open A.
Numbers aren't on their side, but they can hold on to temple control.
Gotta keep eyes on it. And again, since that last retake went so well, now there's even more of a numbers advantage the way of complexity. No smoke down. It's going to have to be a big performance from latto or coldzera. Up in first, looking for the kill, and Halzerk connects another sick headshot. And another moment where coldzera's here in Donut, but this time a little bit closer. The peek out from Temple, well timed, as Halzerk is 12 and 7. It is him and Try at the tippity top of both sides, going head to head for this third map.
Yeah, this third map, this series for Halzerk, he's been fantastic. Unfortunately, I don't think it's because Try was playing incorrectly, but some of his kills this map were inconsequential. He had the clutch, but he had some nice frags where too many of his teammates died. Whereas Halzerk in basically all of these mid-round situations is moving the round forward every single time. Just so useful. It's like he can only do it with the op, and that's a great sign.
Oof. Mistimed utility now. They wanted to go for the rush, but Taco forgot to throw it. Fang's going to fall back with ease, so instead pressure A main, try at the front. Grim closes down on that. Nice and easy. 2 slick frags and more to come. Unfortunately for 00Nation, pistols simply not enough. Not a single kill against Complexity. Now that lead starts to grow.
Yeah, Fang started out, 0-7 up to 6. That is 2K and Cave for the first rifle rounds. And some future good holds. Still a good quota here. Matt on the T side. May not be exactly comfortable with just 5, but I think if they aim for just 1 more, I think they'll feel a whole lot better.
Gonna try this A hit again. I'm sure Grim will welcome that. He's deep inside of Temple. Doesn't have Fang inside of Donut as he has been, because we actually have Complexity facing down bottom mid. Grim, first one's easy. coldzera getting nothing. And both those mid players immediately into the Donut control, so it's a tough sight to move beyond. Fang inside the corner. Halzerk's gonna draw all the attention, but Latto, well, he's well aware.
Oh.
Can't stop the bomb plant, but the frags are going the way of Complexity. Now it's Try's turn. He's got him and Taco trying to hang on here. Try, soon the smoke fades in Temple, and when it does, Grim is staring him in the face. So Try tries to push through as Taco stirs up the distraction, but Try's gonna get silenced by Grim point blank. Taco has to go big now. Another 2 kills. That would be all 4 in the 2v4, and so too much to ask in 8th the way of Complexity.
Yeah, another huge round for Halzerk, and he is bellowing right now, making sure that he can be heard. The retake is really solid. It was a brave move to actually, try to reclaim Donuts, and if they were successful, then they win the round right there. They get a really solid post plant just off of taking A via long. But that's just such a hard task, and the flashes they used to get in there just weren't simply good enough. Look at those shiny uniform choppers. Absolute specimen.
All right, they want A again. Feel like despite the bomb plants, despite a couple entries, never does it look like 00Nation are going to hang on to these post plants. Maybe the 3rd time's the charm. Full exec out, Grim. Ooh, this could be the one. He goes down empty. Then the next player's also blind as a bat. Try with the support utility, so this one far more convincing.
Yeah, got to give this up. No player dead from the back of headshot, and Fang, who's been good there in Donut, they find that very effective flashbang to make sure he can't even shoot back.
Really well timed. I guess they sensed that they could follow up and try. Well, he's going to extend his dominance. His 16th frag to the face of JT. Little chip into Halzerk. Both CT's positions confirmed now, so everybody fixating on it. And if they can wipe away the guns, then there's a good chance that Complexity could struggle in the final of the half. Try gonna be dropped out by Halzerk, but he will not get away alive. Latto the final kill. 00Nation a 6th. But how about this last round?
Yeah, it's a nice setup for the second half and the last half of the series to get the 6 rounds. It's Pandora's box. We have no idea what's going to come up next. I'm sure that both teams think anything is possible here. And again, one of these two teams, even if they don't qualify today, they have another chance, but it doesn't mean that they're going to get through. It's very possible that the team that loses today loses tomorrow as well. So the pressure will be on. Lots of good teams here at the road to Rio. It's sometimes I'm sure it feels like more pressure than the major, right? If the team doesn't even expect to be in challengers,
Yeah.
that might feel like less pressure than just getting there.
Wins here is the standard that a lot of these players keep themselves to. Not meeting those goals hurts. So the final round of the half comes up good for Complexity, barring Floppy, but we've seen what he can do with the 5-7. So if he's in the right place at the right time, don't sleep on that. He will take position towards that A site, though, so a slight change up in roles, spots, and guns. Oh, no. Never mind, I can't read. Hauserk in middle drops try. That's a big scalp to take.
Oh, the bomb is just in their control.
Latto barely hanging on here. USP shot. What the? Okay.
Yeah. When you're in a smoke, everything's a smoke, I guess.
Yeah. Guys, they'll never see this. And unfortunately for Latto, he's going to end this half on a whimper. His teammates would love to get that bomb back, but it feels like desperation sinks in as they try to retrieve it. So Complexity sprinkle one more on top. And at the end of the next half, folks, one of these two teams confirmed at the Rio Major. we find Complexity with a slight edge at the end of this first half. Ancient is where we decide who goes on to Rio and who has to head back to the hotel to prepare for one final chance tomorrow. You don't want to be the loser of this match. You don't want that uncertainty creeping into the back of your heads when you try to fall asleep tonight. You want to celebrate this evening, and either Complexity or 00Nation will do exactly that. 6 rounds on the T side of Ancient, nothing to scoff at, but of course there was room for improvement within it, and some of the individuals of Complexity look powered up.
Yeah, being 2-1 is scary, and both these teams got here because they've shown that they can do it, but everyone requires 3. Doom out, falling back. Cold gets his first one. Still alive as well, but the flash is so good.
Holy hell.
However, he comes to and doesn't have his targets. Still peeking him.
That was Taco's flash. Taco's
my
flash
God,
that just
it was
screwed
so
coldzera. Fantastic. Oh, but maybe Taco can still recover. It's not a lost round just yet. We've got A main control as well for 00Nation, but you can see latto just a little cautious about where the hell a flank could come in from. He's now just going to focus towards site instead. Floppy's position not quite spotted from the player out from A main. It is crisp, it is clean, and it is recovered. If you're Taco, your heart sinks for a second. coldzera lets it go.
Yeah.
And we've got 00Nation with a CT side start.
That's awesome. All right. Yeah, now it's really go time. Now there's a chance. They had a very strong end of the half for Complexity. They probably felt good coming into this, but now it's very scary. There will be a pop-off. There will be a pop-off of a great magnitude here as this half ends. So make sure to stay tuned for that. The buy comes in expeditiously here with the Galil's. Complexity put together a little bit of utility as well. It looks very convincing, actually. And they're splitting up for a fake already. There's a plan.
Latto on his lonesome, puts another smoke down. JT trying to peek through, but yeah, bro. He says, stop looking through my windows.
Axed through the wall, yeah.
Here's Latto. But they do at least get away with the tree boost. Oh, this could compromise the A site.
They're making some presence. Think about all they want to commit at this point. They cross Donut. Halzerk's hurt.
That's the bomb spotted in the middle of the A site. Donut player pinned in by Grim. Famas versus Galil. And Dumount comes out on top of that. Very clean shooting from the lesser rifle. Halzerk 11 health, Fang on 10.
Oh, he's followed into Donut, actually. Halzerk is taking a lead, but he doesn't know exactly where the rotation came in from, and it's to the left.
Unfortunately, such little health to work with, so sure enough, 5 up for the time being.
Looks like they're walking away from this, I assume.
Galil's could be saved for the next one. Highly unlikely that they're able to hang on, so sure enough, they'll let this one slide by. That's an 8th for 00Nation, but hell, Complexity get the bomb plant just by walking out A for free.
Yeah, they get the bomb plant, plus the 2 guns that they save. So, yeah, they keep the pressure on, but they don't get any kills, so it won't be too much of a problem here for 00Nation. They're going to be pretty happy, all things considered. You know, gaps are the name of the game on Ancient. There are plenty of opportunities to walk out. Sometimes they look like opportunities when they're not. Keep this one going forward. We even saw some frustration out of 00Nation players after their win the other day. Don't know why. But just to show you, how seriously they're taking every moment of every round.
I would say, we got a lot of passion out of the guys from South America, and this is one of the teams that I think we really don't get to see much of that character, much of that energy.
Very true.
And, to each their own.
Extremely true.
But yeah, there's never a pop-off. Be focused on the goal. I'm sure you qualify for this major, there will be grins at the very least. There's no way Taco's not smiling ear to ear if they can close out on this CT side of Ancient. But as we get the contact bottom mid from Fang, he sees nothing but smoke all around him.
Great that we're in a position to take both these teams seriously. I think a couple months ago that wasn't the case at all.
Agreed. Nade does nothing. Just a lot of posturing going on here. Try's going to tuck into the side of Cave, and Floppy, not going to deny them any knowledge as to what exactly is on the forefront of all this.
They're not keeping the window smoked, and Doomhouse taking advantage of it.
Makes contact and falls back a bit.
Yeah, there's that info, but it actually leads him over towards the A site. It's still early.
Wow, Try's gonna go in. Oh my god! The aggression.
Yeah, they just were lacking information right there. Thought maybe, okay, it could be A. Let's go check this out.
30 seconds as Taco gets into the deep lane on B. He does cut down that first one, but then they lose the Cave player too. So eventually Complexity, they just squeeze into it.
They moved really well there. You know, it was the same idea, but behind like checking on Banana on Inferno at a certain point of the round. If you do it at 20 seconds, you're kind of screwed. Even if they rotate back, it doesn't matter. It's too late to make that last minute change. But here they check on the window guy with like almost a full minute to spare. And then 0-0, they actually still don't know if it's going to end A or B. So they rotate the window guy out to A, and they actually try to push for cave control and really kind of gambling in that sense to figure it out. But they don't have anything solid, and Complexity use that to their advantage. So they did a lot of that without much utility at all either. So that looked pretty good. Ooh, that duel, I think, means a lot for the money, actually.
This one, too.
Yeah.
Floppy from 7 to 4 with the bomb blast.
Yeah, I mean, the Nation don't win this round, but they make it very, very expensive.
Can they sustain, though? Doom out back in with the M4. It's an MP9 on Taco and Latto. Not ideal, as Complexity are the first to get to double digits, 6 away from Rio. After their performance at Pro League, it would mean a lot to just follow that up with another great success. Taco didn't see the player on the left, and JT also gets Doomhow. Oh, that is costly. On a round that they come in with a bunch of an investment, Complexity, they could recover from the last round only having 1 player left to here now having 4.
Yeah, you could see why they were playing so kind of vanilla in that previous round, really not comfortable getting aggressive, and here they get punished for it. First time they try it.
Damn,
not very encouraging. Yeah, that was a complete 4-3 moment right there.
Got to get with the times, man. Play on native.
Yeah.
Grim gets blindsided by coldzera, so that should serve as the trigger to hit this B site.
That was kind of a costly scout, actually. You know, it's still a 2-on-3 situation.
He's got a chance. Yes, he does. Point blank now versus the other player. It's a ring around the pillar, and then coldzera's here as well. The quick trade in from Cave. He's got them both!
No.
coldzera!
Another clutch.
Huge 3 kills on that round. You said costly scout, and then an even costlier clutch.
Yeah, if they grouped up, that's a 4v2 no matter what site they go to, and for whatever reason, they really wanted info, but as we can see, what they needed was the kill or just stay alive, and in that situation, Grim dying, that was just too much. It's really well done from the site, though. Wow, it's after this start as well. Oh my god. That felt like a year ago.
3v5.
Another 1v2 for Cold.
And now we've got Complexity on pistols. That is a massive 3 versus 5.
Imagine being broke.
Desk will have something to say about that one if this slips the way of 00Nation. Regardless, it should net a tie again. 10 all, map 3, major on the line. This is where you need legends like coldzera. Again, having a performance, a standout performance here at the America's Road to Rio. It was nothing but a supporting cast of what 00Nation have been up to as of late. But as the young guns in Dumao and Latto stay quiet, it's Try at 20. Taco and Cold right there behind them. Bomb could find some space towards A. Fang hands on an M4 with Kevlar too. So you think Floppy just occupies himself with the plant. We'll see what Fang can get up to, but his hand's busy with the smoke, so the push from Try nets the frag and denial of the money.
Yeah, so what? Yeah, they get to the location. I mean, they get to the site. They try to take it over, but that's it. No bomb plant. Damn, this will have you sitting upright. 10-10.
No fire, just smoke. coldzera yet again. Big position. Oh my, 3 players not looking. 3 players not looking. coldzera. Oh my god, perfect! A huge one from Cold! Single-handedly shuts down a main, and the buy is gone again.
They said Cold was dead. He said, if you want this win, you've got to take it from my cold, dead hands.
And now suddenly, it's a chill down the spines of Complexity. Suddenly, they look clammy. That is massive. Another round that coldzera has his name stamped across. And that is him on the heels of Try now. Wow, they go past. And you could see Fang looking when he crossed, but then they just let it slip. And the fact they get that kill on A, they want to rush it. How many of those moments where suddenly the one CT left is not able to pull away with more than 1 kill, but Cold, he lines him up.
Wow.
And
Let
you
him
work. This is nothing for coldzera.
Don't forget he could be there. A massive round in every map so far, and this one gives 00Nation the lead in the final seconds. Complexity will take a timeout to talk about how broke they are again. Not a fun situation for JT to be playing on a map they're not exactly comfortable on versus a team they haven't played when it matters the most. And you got to deal with coldzera with the M4 back in his hands.
Yeah. Not sure if he's talking to them or if he's just talking to himself. An unleashed beast takes the lead for 00Nation and puts Complexity back down into the pistols. A T-side, always a daunting task. Even more so when you've got Cold pulling out plays. 2 rounds, he has won himself.
I'm sure it is quiet as on the map as it is in the VoIP right now, thinking about what just happened, waiting for a next opportunity to be back in control if they ever get another one. Chasing ghosts, says 00Nation. Play back and wait.
Few pieces of utility here. It's the double smoke from Complexity. And while the A players have seen nothing, it should be a test survived by 00Nation. Taco, quick headshot into Grim. Latto's in the corner, and he drops that bomb. Easy pickings as Floppy's turned backwards. And JT has yet to show himself from cave. It's going to be the bomb plant. Fang hands on an AK with armor. This could be a huge chance for Fang to do something spectacular. We've already gotten the heroics from the Brazilians, so now it's got to be the North Americans. And Fang, well, empty-handed as he falls. JT with nothing but a corner to hide in. And not much time, but 2D, 3 from JT. He tries to go massive. He tries to match that of Cold, but it's try to make the difference.
Oh, he fights fire with fire in the end. It takes the pistol out on the sidearm. No desperation in the face, though. He knew he had it. My goodness. About $15,000 for that deagle.
Whew. I don't know if I've ever seen 3 JT1 deags.
Yeah.
Let alone all in one round. Look at this. Oh, what a highlight that could have been.
Absurd.
But let that just be a moment. The rest of his team, just watch JT pull that off. It's a reminder.
It has an impact. It's still, they still have to play. The money still matters.
Yep. Look at Dumao, no money. Try 400. Taco 1,000. That is great impact from JT in a situation where Complexity could have just limped away with nothing. Try, right back at it though. He's gonna get chased through middle and he's not gonna escape. Fang gets the trade and ejects back down.
Oh,
frag perfectly placed on Latto.
Yeah, he took that greedy route back to the right. Wanted to get out of there. Cole right on his heels. There's an opening.
These CTs, they're both hands busy, going for reloads.
Oh, they're in front of the smoke. No one's watching it.
They don't understand just how bad the situation is. And the rotator's down. Taco's dead. Hauser picks up the op shot, but another man in cave. Fang was heard.
They saw him.
Dumao ready. Oh, gets cleared hard by Fang. And sure enough, the B site, it belongs to Complexity.
Oh, and we started with the JT 3 deagle kills into a round won by Cole, and this could have been a round where 00Nation buy next. Now it's not so clear. The op gets picked up from coldzera. Now, even if this is some kind of forest or an eco, that could be the X factor. Wow. It looks like they're still alive.
No peel back. It really didn't feel like the two players from 00Nation and Cave really understood just how much of a threat they were under.
Yeah, they threw that smoke. Were already thinking about how they're going to push the cave together and take info that way, and weren't watching their smoke. And just on that one timing, they had no idea who was on the ramp or how many. That'll push 00Nation to use their timeout.
Second to last. Crunch time, folks. Try's gonna buy around the AWP, make sure he gets the armor. We see utility coming in.
Now in this situation, they might set him up not to be extremely aggressive, but to get kills and close out if they come to him.
Looks like they got a plan for the util.
Their money is going to be so asymmetrical in these future rounds if he loses this and they have to buy again. So this is one where, you know, you want the win, but you've got to be tasteful about how you go about it.
Molotov's out first. Try.
Making it feel like a full buy here.
Going for the mid pick. So double molly up the ramp. And then a smoke for try to go mid, but there's no contact there. They were really hoping that would be the essence of a 5v4. Instead, Try just has to kind of sulk back, and the Pistols want to go for the A stack. Grim, a heavy hitter, 22 kills so far. Wants to press into this. Bomb is even starting to get magnetized towards this side of the map. It's Taco close on smoke. Oh my god!
What, he got two
with the P250! And we thought the op had to go big.
Oh,
the
Hauser
goes down instead. A sniper fight picked up by the Norwegian, and smokes go down to blanket this B site. It belongs to Complexity.
He could get the op. He actually does get it.
Hands on it.
They don't babysit that correctly. There's still 4 up.
It fires to reveal itself. Just off the mark of the planter, coldzera goes through. He catches Floppy, and now all that Complexity have is this cave's control. Dumao connects with another. Hauser is going to have to go massive. And as Cold peaks, he's dropped point blank. That's 3. Hauser can't hang on. Its body's feeding into him, and rounds for 00Nation.
Impossible plays over and over again. And ultimately, it's the op that comes back to haunt them. They threw that smoke on it just a bit too shallow. I'm sure Try's heart dropped after Taco got those 2 kills, and they came directly to his sight, and they still win the round. Because it gets scooped back up. Now, once again, even though the 1v4 comes close, but there's no win, it's 3 kills when money was already tenuous. That was a save. So the rebuys will be fine here on this one for 00Nation, but of course, we're seeing everything continue to be close no matter what. And another full buy and a final timeout called here for Complexity.
The double P250.
I can't even. I think he just sent one through the smoke and prayed.
Point blank on the A main smoke. Taco delivers. Taco's got impactful moments. coldzera is pulling them out of the hat. That has not been the formula for 00Nation. And yet now, look at this. Oh, wow.
I didn't even know. They were really right behind each other right there.
That's Counter-Strike, baby. Halzerk, what a miraculous one. I mean, that was nearly a collateral to close.
Seriously. Oh, that's a tilter. Flashed on the site.
Got to keep that in check.
Nearly got in the corner, got to set up for another shot.
Yeah, break your fingers now, brother. You're not hitting any more shots. Try on lane.
Uh-oh.
Just tucks. They go back into what they wanted to start that last round with.
Wow, very generous to let him live. No spray comes back down from the other side of Banana. They think he's low. It's not so much the case. Dislodged the CTs, though. Rattled them a little bit. Scared them out of cave.
Try finds
and
Hauser.
I like this, putting fast pressure over on the A side just to give him some ideas. Right when the CTs are the most insecure. They just let go of their map control. They have to respond to everything. And now they smoke him out of this position.
Grim's going to have to be that front runner. Taco. Oh, he's sliding across. Lucky he doesn't get caught, but then he does, in fact. Can't fall any further back. coldzera, big position. He's got support not too far away. Bomb plant in the open. Nobody watching for the peek, and Dumau primes up the next one. Grim's got bomb back. But a peek here from Try, denied by Grim. Fang gets the plant in, and now it's Latto's turn. He's watched the legends provide moment after moment. This is his chance to shine.
Smoke and a molly for this 1v2.
Plus the kit and the headshot into Grim. Fang peeks back and Latto's got it.
Top of the box.
On top of the bomb as well. 14 secured, 2 away from Rio.
Posted up like Batman, just surveying the scene, chilling. Not thinking too far ahead, letting the reaction come in. Getting that kill unnoticed. Falls into his lap. Another 1v2-1 for the roster. His first on the map. And 00Nation 2 rounds away from Rio.
Taco and Cold in the 20s. Try, one of the 3 stars that's meant to shine, but who was easily the quietest. It's poetic. And yet it's not yet done. But Complexity, I mean, you can see the fluster. Grim with headset off. Hauser smashing desks. You're still in this game and you're not taking pauses. If they have any left, you gotta reel it in. You gotta stay in control of yourself and the map. For the legends of 00Nation. Disrupting the process for Complexity. We got 3 bodies here on the B site.
It's been a litany of unreal rounds, but this could still absolutely go the distance.
Molotov has them falling into the site. They have to push a little closer. There's no follow-through nor commitment just yet. They've got still 2 smokes, so that could be both the lanes of the B site. And then all of a sudden, it's going to fall onto Taco. And latto, point blank, up close. Taco peeks, cuts down Fang first and foremost. They're concerned about the cave, and Taco delivers a double. Now it's Grim's chance to claw it back. latto often back here, so they predict it, but JT's dead. And latto holding on, hoping the smoke soon fade. Halzer, point blank, no scope yet again.
He's still going.
Trying to take this to a whole other level as Try drops Grim, and down goes Halzer. 15 for the nation.
They've locked in match point. They've actually done it on map 3. It is all too possible, and they stay completely composed. Still as monks, knowing the job isn't finished. They've broken the money. There's no op here from Halzer. We've seen how important that is on the T side and CT side. Top fragging, but with a Galil. And potentially one final attack.
This is it. This is what they've waited for. Literally years in the making. 43 months since we have seen Taco and coldzera grace us with their presence at a major. And Fang, he's got a really far front face, but coldzera, knowing that that was a threat, game sense too real as he and Taco synergize on that A site. We've got damage against Try, we've got JT walking wounded, and we've got Complexity limping closer to a B site, one that has been a test time and time again, but now there's no CTs inside this site. They could very well just offer this over, and if they do, then the retake comes in with a single smoke and a collection of flashbangs. Bomb plant here, safely tucked behind that pillar. Doomao doesn't even move a muscle. Everybody from 00Nation coming around from this back lane. Terrorists also without any utility. This is guns up. Individual needed. But who steps up in this post plant? Who can keep Complexity alive? We've got 4 players on the far side of this. Halzer's gonna be smoked off on ramp. It's Grim from inside pillar with a one and done. Taco's back, and JT offers this alongside Floppy. They've turned it upside down. coldzera hits the dirt, and Complexity, they keep this rolling.
Yeah, to keep it going. That was good. I mean, that was good. They got into the site very clean, took no damage as they got that bomb planted. T post plants on the B site are not givens. It was absolutely possible that that could have turned around. We've seen 00Nation get into 2 4v1s. That started out as 4v4s.
The money's gone. That is the impact of JT's Dirty Deagle.
Whoa. Okay. Maybe there are still a few pages left in this story. It's clutch time for everybody.
Halzer looking for the sitters. CT's very much tucked in.
Trying to agitate the defense. latto takes a hell of a lot of damage here. But Complexity, it's all a ruse.
Trying to force him into something. Complexity operating in the dark here, but if they just keep this one unraveling towards the B site, then all is good. It's a handshake from 00Nation. If you want this B site, you can have it. A little gamble that would have needed a magical ending, and it doesn't happen. Not here in round 28. So we go to 29. Exit kills maybe. But it looks like Complexity are going to keep this one sharp.
Yeah, these Galils can transform, honestly, into AKs. Every round could be the last. They'll spend what they got. Get back into the utility. And if 00Nation will win this game, it will be versus the strongest round possible.
There we go. They clear the board. Keep a bunch up.
That's how we do it. Keep going.
That's the makings of an OT. If they can just push these last couple rounds of regulation.
The closer you get, and fail, the more it's going to hurt. They know on their best day, this goes to OT and they win.
They save for round 30.
Oh, man.
They save for round 30. Oh, my God.
That is a... Oh, man. That's a call, you know...
Let's go.
That's a call you make when you believe in yourself 100%, but they don't have the option to do anything else right here. They've got to hope.
Oh, map 3,
But hey,
round 30, spot at the major.
They pitched tents in the right spot.
5-7 here from Cold.
They've got damage off on 2 players.
It's something, but it could all just mean nothing. Halzerk ready for the next overface. Try takes that shot. He'll be dropped to 39, and they've got so little to offer. Why not attempt to rock their world? Sure, Halzerk's dropped, but latto, way too much to ask. They could simply avoid him at this point. And they're going to face into the fight. Folks, here we are.
Here we go.
The final round of map 3.
Yeah, that's the energy. Make him scared. Show him you believe.
And the last timeout.
The last timeout. Full buy on both sides. No broken money. The 2 star oppers, both top fragging in their comfort zone. Complexity clawing back into this game. Will there be any concessions at all?
There shouldn't be.
Right now, it's just a flashbang or 2. But they get the CT side.
Yeah.
That's the real advantage.
The CT side of Ancient. A notorious conversation topic in Counter-Strike at the moment. Map 3, round 30, dreams on the line. This is Counter-Strike. And Complexity are going to lean on Fang to get out middle. A sea of smokes. And as quickly as they peek, they disappear back within them. Dumao does the same thing, confirms there's no one here. A little bit of posturing and a little bit of utility being thrown at this. We've got Try versus Halzerk primed on this ramp, but Try just gave up his angle. If he re-peeks, Halzerk's got this, but the flash gets him off. Oh my God, the duel.
Fighting for these angles. We've seen Halzerk. He's won it before. Oh, the flash isn't good.
Try takes it. A 5v4 and they're smoked out. Halzerk, after all of this effort, 31 kills, his soul bleeding into this map. And he has to watch with his breath held from the sidelines as 00Nation are 4 kills away from ripping away what he considers to be his win, his chance, his damn ticket to Rio. Taco and latto, crossfire inside cave. And of course, Try still with eyes down ramp. He waits. Look what's left. A Molotov on Grim. Flashbangs for Fang and Floppy. Dumao, he ejects out from Donut, but Fang, he's got the entry. They don't know that there's another player here. It's coldzera again, and he's already hit them hard from this same position. He peeks out and does it again. They try to extend, but then the temple peak is here, and 00Nation, 1 frag away. Rio, it calls their names. The biggest stage that Brazil has ever seen, and 00Nation are in attendance. Coldzera is there. Taco by his side. They've done it.
Try. He'll join them. He'll be with 9Z, and finally they let all the emotions out. They complete the prophecy.
Stone cold every step of the way. No premature celebrations. Not until the job is done. 43 months since you have seen coldzera and Taco.